Good day to all. Today, just we are going to see how indexing works for a journal. So, we know that a journal should contain ISSN number and then it should be indexed by some referred sources. Otherwise, we won't say it is a referred journal. Okay. So, how indexing works for a journal? Just maybe next 5 minutes we will discuss about those things. So normally, if once a journal is indexed by database, it will be made immediately available to all users of the database. This is the common introduction given by any indexing agencies. So normally, what they will index, either index title or index full text or full body of the article or few abstract or references. So normally, n number of indexing agencies are there. They will give the indexing. So indexing uh, not done by any journals. So they have separate agencies. That agencies they will go through that particular journal flow process, like who is the editorial board, what is the aim and scope of the journal, and then how many papers they are receiving, and how much they are getting accepted, and how much they are rejected. Like that, entire cases they will go through, and then they will give indexing. So indexed journal means it's not that all the papers published in that journal is indexed. So normally, once a paper is accepted for publication in the publication house, then after issuing a volume number or a issue number, they will forward entire database to the indexing agencies. They will go through it through AI technique within the scope. AI will check and they will index each and every paper. So papers would get indexed, not the entire volume. So indexing done by several sources. The main thing is given by Clarivate Analytics. You know the company Clarivate Analytics. They are only giving indexing. They don't run any journals like that. So through that Clarivate Analytics, normally we call it as Web of Science indexing. So next slide, we will see how Web of Science have different indexings like that. Second is given by elsewhere for science and engineering journals, either Web of Science indexing and Scopus are the two main indexings that normally will called as referred journal worldwide. Okay. So first we'll go with Web of Science. Already said it is done by Clarivate Analytics. So they have different categories. First one, Web of Science core collection. So core collection, they are given in four categories. One is Science Citation Index Expanded. Normally we will call it as SCIE. Then in which includes Science Citation Index. They give SCI or in expanded list SCIE. So that depends upon print or EISSN method. Either they will give SCI or SCIE. Both are same. Then second is Social Science Citation Index. The journals which categorized with social sciences. The previous SCIE mostly deals with science and engineering. Social sciences work related journals, they will give indexing as SSCI. Then arts and humanities citation index. Normally, arts related publication journals or humanities, they will classify as AHCI. Then journals which published recently, maybe for less than 10 years, and they applied for Web of Science, initially they will give ESCA. Then they will move to the category of SCA, SSCA, or AHCA. So these for emerging source citation index, the journal will have rigorous journal policy and everything. So initially Web of Science gives ESCA. Later they will move to any above three: SCI, SSCA, AHCA, ESCA. These four are normally comes under the categories of Web of Science core collection journals. Apart from that, two things normally they will call included in journal citation report: SCIE and SSCA. SCI or SCIE and SSCA, which includes in journal citation reports. Apart from these type of indices, Web of Science also gives several indexing. One is book citation index, conference proceeding citation index. Once a books get published, the publishers send to the Web of Science. They will evaluate the book and they may include in Web of Science indices. That purely depends upon these indexers agencies. Either author or the journal or publisher will not claim anything like we are going to 100% giving indexing to all the publications like that. They will send your book to that Web of Science and it may get indexed. Then conference proceeding citation index, once the proceedings get published, they will send your paper to that particular CPCA Web of Science and it may get indexed in CPCA. That's also optional. Like that, biological abstracts, basis previews, zoological record, current contents, connect, chemical information, or some of the additional Web of Science indices. For NIRF or NBA related things, normally they will deal with only Web of Science core collection journals, which includes SSCI, SCI, SCIE, AHCI, Emerging Source Citation Index. How to check your journal is indexed in Web of Science? So one is you can just go through the website mjl.clarivate.com/home. You will get a web page. In that web page, you type the journal or ISSN, anything, you journal or ISSN. You will get this web page and you can see Web of Science core collection. It will indicate that Science Citation Index expanded. If there is some options called on hold, if the journal is not available, then which means that they are removed that particular journal from the list. Which not means that already published paper is removed. Only the paper hereafter which is going to publish will get removed like that. So this is related to Web of Science. So Scopus, it is given by Elsewhere. So the company which runs this DIAM Science Direct platform, Science Direct, they are giving indexing also. Scopus doesn't have any separate databases as like Web of Science, different SEA like category. They will simply for arts, engineering, science, and everything. They will give only the category of Scopus indexing. So you can check with scopus.com/sources. You will get the page, this web page. Either you can search the journals with respect to subject area, title, publisher, ISSN. Either you know ISSN number, you can type it and you click the find sources. Automatically, you will get this type of thing. You can see tribology transaction, Scopus coverage years from 1988 to till date. So maybe 2023. Once the first issue get published, then automatically it will get to present. Then who is the publisher and ISSN, everything will be available. Okay. So how, if a journal is removed from indexing or there is any problem with your indexing, how to check whether my paper is indexed like that? This type of workshops I'm conducting for the college faculties through the colleges. So like this entire schedule, we are going to cover for 3 days. If your institute is interested, you can get in touch with me. So this is my profile. Uh, where I did my PhD and my publications and what are the projects I have executed and what are the awards I received. So this is my Scopus profile and Web of Science profile. So thank you.